Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to recap Saturday's games, Divisional Round 1, Broncos, Bills, Seattle, Bang Bang Niners gang. Uh, Exciting day, a tale of two different type of games. Two teams win, two teams lose. As you know, in the playoffs, it's winner go home, winner takes all. All the chips are pushed to the table. Time to show up, show out. The first round, the first morning, I want to say afternoon game, was exciting. And we're going to get into that to start off. Playoff edition episode. Hope you guys lock in, join in. Appreciate your support. Appreciate you being here. You could be anywhere else, but you're here with me today, recapping these games. So let's get right into it. We're going to start with this Broncos and Bills. Broncos end up pulling it off 33-30 in overtime. Now, in my opinion, this game should have never went to overtime, but that's how it played out. You had a situation where Broncos played almost a mistake-free game. They did finish with one turnover. Bo Nix did have one interception in that game. As you know, in this time of this year, in this part of the season, turnovers are pivotal. The margin of error is so slim, it doesn't take much to determine who's going to win and who's going to lose these games. So turnovers are very pivotal. To kind of give you some stats of that game, we had Josh Allen went 25 of 39, 283 yards, 3 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. He was sacked 3 times, had a QBR of 48.1. Bo Nix finished 26 of 46, 279 passing yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception, 0 sacks, a QBR 64.8. The team's rushing, Buffalo rushed for a team as a total of 183 yards. James Cook by himself had 117. Josh Allen ran for 66 rush yards. Denver had a team total of only 70 rushing yards, with McLaughlin and Harvey only running for about 21 to 20 yards apiece. And Bo Nix he was basically the leading rusher for Denver, which is uncommon in Denver's history for the quarterback to lead the team in rushing. Denver's known for having a slew of running backs, usually a good running game, but that wasn't the case on this Saturday game. Like I said, Josh Allen had 3 fumbles. 2 of those fumbles were lost. One of them was recovered. Bo Nix did have a fumble, but it was recovered. James Cook had a fumble that was lost. Buffalo basically fumbled 5 times. And out of those 5 times, they recovered 2 of those. 3 of those were turnovers to the other team, and not to mention the 2 interceptions that Josh Allen threw in this game. Tough break. I really, really thought that this was going to be Josh Allen's year. No Pat Mahomes, no Lamar Jackson. I know those were hurdles for him in the past, really Patty more than Lamar, but he was the best quarterback remaining on the AFC side of things, in my opinion. Most people look at Josh Allen as an elite quarterback, no doubt about it. He's the one that puts the cape on. They say, oh, he doesn't have enough offensive weapons, but he still gets the job done and put this team in this position. It's a lot of hero ball with Josh Allen. Tough break. I mean, there were missed opportunities in this game. Like I said, I really feel like for it to go to overtime and you have, 2 interceptions, 3 fumbles, a total of 5 takeaways you're giving to the team, there's no way this game should have been in overtime. Denver could barely run the ball. Even Bo Nix gave you one of those turnovers back because he threw an interception. And Josh Allen had this game. Buffalo had this game. Without the turnovers, there's no doubt in my mind that they win this game. But like I said, if you keep giving these teams short fields, you keep missing opportunities to go down and score. That first fumble by James Cook, they were driving the ball. I think they were on Broncos 30. So they were in a position to score. You take points off the board, you give the team the ball, and then they go down and get points. And to end the half, that last 22 seconds where you give up a touchdown, Josh Allen fumbles, give them a field goal, that's a 10-point swing right there that could have been off the board and put your team in a better position to win this game and close this game out. We really have to look at Josh Allen and say, hey, man, like, as great as you are, as heroic as you play, there's a chink in the armor somewhere to where the games they're supposed to close out, he's supposed to close out, he's unable to do so. And we really got to look at that. Like, he's a gunslinger, but I do feel like there's times he has to create so much. He has to extend these plays. He has to break out of the pocket. He has to put the cape on, as I would say. Like, he definitely has to play hero ball. And when you're not playing in a timing offense, especially against a good defense, if you are so accustomed to playing off script and backyard football, yeah, you can extend play. You can extend play. You can extend plays and give receivers more time and to get open. But you know what you're also doing? You're giving these D lines more time to get to you. And we saw that. To come straight out of the half, after you've given them a chance that they scored 10 points at the end of the second half, you come out to start the third quarter to get this momentum back and get the game rolling, and you give him a fumble right off the bat because he's extending plays. He's trying to make so much happen. And a part of that is he doesn't really have a true number one receiver. Let's be honest. Tight end, check. Running back, check. O-line is decent. Defense is decent. Enough. Good enough, I would say. But without that number one, you have to extend these plays to give these guys more time to get open. He needs someone that can win now, right off the line. Right off the line, he needs someone that he can hit in those clutch moments, those third downs. He needs someone that can move the sticks. I don't really believe Josh Allen has that. But at the end of the day, you were still in position to win this game. It shouldn't have went into overtime, even in overtime, for example. That 3rd and 10, Josh Allen, his receiver had a step on the guy. He underthrew the ball. That was the only way the DB was able to make a play. Had he threw it more upfield, it wouldn't have been a chance for that DB to come away with the interception. There were some missed throws, missed opportunities, and the turnovers. There was no reason why, like, the Bills should have lost that game, in my opinion. 5 takeaways, and it still goes to overtime. Did the better team win? I would say the team that played the cleanest game won in this. Those teams were very close in talent. I really give the Bills the edge on offense just solely because of Josh Allen. Now, defense, we know. Broncos defense, 5 takeaways, fumbles after fumble, 2 interceptions. It was there for them to win. That's why if you saw the post-game podium after the game, Josh Allen was heartbroken because he said he feel like it's his fault. His teammates in the locker room say it ain't his fault. You could say that because he got you there. He put you in that position. And at the same time, though, you have to be held accountable for these turnovers, man. It's been throughout Josh Allen's career to have these turnovers, these costly turnovers. He's making these miraculous throws, these great throws that put you in position to win the game. But the turnovers will kill you in this time of the season. Turnovers will destroy you and make you go home at the end of the day. That's the name of the game. Like, you have to play clean football in the playoffs because these teams are so good. The opponents are so good. The margin of error is so slim. You can't be shooting yourself in the foot. And I believe that's why Buffalo's going home. Their season's over right now. The best opportunity for him to move forward. And that has me thinking, like, will we see Josh Allen ever make it to the Super Bowl? Is he capable? Yes, without a doubt. But at the same time, he needs to have a team around him where he doesn't have to play so much of heroic football. Pat does it, but Pat also has weapons. He had more weapons in the past than Josh Allen has had on a consistent basis. And not to mention his head coach, Andy Reid, is an offensive savant. So the scheme, the timing is a lot better in Kansas City than it is in Buffalo. Be honest, Buffalo fans, with yourself. Everything you see on that offense is predicted on number 17. It's on his shoulders. He has to create. He has to do everything. Unless he's handing the ball off to James Cook, who played well, except for that turnover he lost, that fumble. But other than that, he has to do everything. He's scrambling. He's taking way too many hits, in my opinion, than he should. You cheering him for that. But after a while, those hits, those miles add up. And the older you get, the more punishment you take, the body will break down on them. Hopefully they do something in the offseason to get this team and offensive better, this offense talent around him. So, he won't be in these positions. But here we are again. Next season is next season. Who knows? You were in a position to advance. You didn't. End of the story. It's over. Tough break for the Broncos, though. To win this game and get the news shortly after the game that Bo Nix will be out due to a fractured ankle. He made it to the AFC chain. Bo Nix, you got to give it up to Bo Nix. Let's be real. The guy gets a lot of flack, a lot of naysayers, people who don't believe on him, he's not the guy. He played a clean football game. The plays that need to be made, he made them. The deep threat, the passes downfield, refs did throw a few PIs, but they were warranted. As much as Buffalo fans don't want to hear it, they were warranted. You can't get there before the ball. You can't impede the receiver's opportunity to catch it by grabbing them, pulling on them because you were beat. Both of those PIs, the DBs were beat. Receivers were in a position. And that's one thing about playing cornerback. You have to be poised. You want to track the ball because if the guy's behind you, he has a step, you're in panic mode. You're just reaching and grabbing, just trying to do anything to prevent him to catch because you're out of position. Bo Nix made play after play. He did what he needed to do. They didn't have any running game. It was solely on his shoulders as well. But they played clean football. And that was the difference in the game. Shout out to Bo Nix. Tough break, man. With him not playing, will this defense be able to carry them past the AFC to the Super Bowl? I don't believe so. I believe the winners of today's game, the Patriots and Texans, will be representing the AFC. So, salute to the Broncos, man. You made it this far. We'll see. It is any given Sunday, so anything is possible. But I don't see them winning the Super Bowl with Bo Nix out. So we'll see. That brings me on to the next game. Like I said, it was a tale of two different games. This game here was a rematch. Divisional rivals, Seahawks versus the Niners. Seahawks, from the opening kickoff, let it be known, they weren't here to play around. They weren't playing around. They put belt to backside, foot in bottoms, whatever you want to say. They was Debo on the block. Usually most people are used to the 49ers being the bullies. But what happens when that bully meets another bully that's bigger than them, that's tougher than them, that's stronger than them? Are they going to bow up or are they going to tuck that tail? Huh? What'd you say? What'd you say? Bang, bang, Niners game? Huh? Oh, yeah. Quiet. Crickets. Seattle. Like I said, from the opening kick, dominated. Kickoff return, 6-41. You usually don't see a divisional opponent get beat down like that in the divisional round, especially in the playoffs, because usually these teams are mostly even matched, close, not a huge disparity in talent, but to give Niners a little bitty break, just a little bitty. They were injured. They did have a lot of players, injured. Fred Warner's out. Ayuk didn't play. This, and that. But there were no excuses last week. So it's tough for me to give them excuses this week. 49ers got dominated. Dominated. Let's check the stats. Let's check the stats here. Brock Purdy, 15-27, only 140 passing yards, 1 interception, a QBR of 37.4. Christian McCaffrey, 11 carries, 35 yards, averaging 3.2 yards a carry. You know who was the leading rusher on 49ers this game? I'll wait. C-Mac? No, I wouldn't C-Mac. Jordan James? No, I wasn't him. Brock Purdy, 37 rushing yards. When Brock Purdy is leading the San Francisco 49ers, Kyle Shanahan, great coach, the running savant, offense guru, when your Brock Purdy is leading rushing for 49ers, something had to go wrong. That's just a shout out to this Seattle defense, man. Seattle, Sam Darnold only had 17 attempts. He was 12 of 17 for 124 passing yards. Less passing yards than the losing team, 140. 140 passing yards, Brock Purdy, 124 Sam Darnold, and the score was 41-6. The stats can be misleading. He was 12 of 17, averaged 7.3 yards a pass. He had 2 sacks. His QBR was 63.3. Kenneth Walker had 19 carries for 116 yards. He outrushed San Francisco team as a whole by himself, averaging 6.1 yards a carry. Rashid Shaheed had 2 carries for 27 yards. The team, Seattle, rushed for a total of 175 rushing yards. Kenneth Walker had 3 touchdowns, hat trick, 3-piece hot, 3-piece wing, 3-piece dark, 3-piece white, whatever you want to call it. He had 3 of them things. 3 of them. Shout out to Kenneth Walker, 116 yards, balled out. His longest run was only 15 yards. His longest run was 15 yards. Like I said, he was 6.1 a pop, so it was consistent. Boom, 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 every time he touched the ball. And that says a lot because the San Fran defense, they didn't have Fred Warner. That's a big loss. He was on the sideline trying to cheer those guys on. But, hey, it's a difference from being on the sideline and being in the game. And he wasn't in the game. Cooper Kupp had 5 receptions, 60 yards. He was the leading receiver. Jackson Smith and Bigler only had 3 receptions for 19 yards. He had 3 receptions for 19 yards, and they had 41 points. Are you serious? He was the only receiver with a receiving touchdown. Like I said, he had 1 touchdown. Jackson Smith and Nigba. Kenneth Walker had 3, and Rashid Shaheed had that kickoff return, and then they had 2 field goals. That's how you get 41 points, 41-6. 41-6. You know one thing I want to say, though? I wonder if Minnesota is kicking themselves in the backside. Sam Darnold's first playoff win, he didn't have to do too much. That's how you win with a quarterback like him. He was clean. He was clean. I don't think did he have a turnover? I don't recall. No interceptions. No interceptions. No fumbles. And on the other hand, Brock Purdy, interception. Jake Tongs, fumble. He lost it. Brock Purdy, fumble. He lost it. They had 3 fumbles as a team, 1 recovered, 2 lost, and an interception. That's 3 turnovers. Like I said, margin of error is slim. Turnovers will cost you the game, man. Sam Darnold, like I was saying, I wonder if Minnesota wished they would have kept that boy. Because they had a defense. They was rolling the year before. Did they cut ties with him too soon? I feel like the NFC was wide open this year. Minnesota might have had a chance, but hey, we'll never know. Shout out to Sam Darnold. The doubters, they wrote him off. The boy got his first playoff victory at home. Let's see if they can move forward and handle business. But Niners, welcome. Welcome. Come join us. Thank you guys for beating Philly. I salute you for that. I appreciate you for that. But I don't really care about 49ers. I'm a Cowboys fan. Am I happy they lost? You're damn right. You betcha. But hey, they were injured. James, Kittle was saying, wearing shirts, F Dallas and all of that. Yeah, I don't let it go. I'm holding grudges. Am I petty? Call me what you want. But I can call you in Cancun. Ring, ring. You there? Oh, you there? How many? Okay. See you at poolside, drinking a Mai Tai. So hang your heads low. We smiling. We happy. Niners out of there. Bye-bye. See you next season. Tough break for them. Injuries. But 41-6 is a beat down. They got beat down. It is what it is. Hey, they did what they were supposed to do. That brings me to the divisional games today on Sunday. We got the Patriots and the Texans. I'm excited for this game. If you ask me, who do I think win this game? I will put my money on the Patriots. I definitely will put my money on the Patriots. I believe they're a better all-around team. The Texans will not have Nico Collins, I believe, this game. Will Chubbs in that running game do something? How well would C.J. Stroud play? Patriots have a great defense. I believe Stephon Diggs, Drake May, I think their offense is a little bit better than the Texans. Texans may have a better defense, though. So let's see. I do believe the winner of this game will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. I'm a Texan. I'm from Texas. I'm Dallas. Houston-Dallas rivalry is real. It does exist. You know what I'm saying? Big brother, little bro. But at the same time, I wouldn't mind to see Texas move forward. Although I do put my money on the Patriots. I wouldn't be mad at C.J. Stroud making it to the AFC Championship game. I like that young bull. I like what they got going on out there. Dallas Cowboys, we got to get some defense, man. If we had a little bit of defense, we would be in this thing. But hey, that's just me. I'm a little sour. Yes, I admit it. I'm a little mad about it. But hey, we ain't in there. We in the off season. We prepping. Jerry, get on your job. Get on your job. Find us a DC and get this defense right. We need a defense. I'm sick of it. I couldn't take it last year. I'm not taking it next year. I mean that. Jerry, look at me. Get us a defense. We need a DC. This draft, you better handle your business. You better handle your business. Do not let Dak and this offense go another season being mediocre. All right. Next point. That brings me to the final game. It will be, get that off the screen, Bears versus the Rams. This is the game I'm most excited about today. Sean McVay, Ben Johnson, Caleb Williams, Matthew Stafford, two teams who have good defenses. I do give the edge to the Rams on the offense due to that bad boy Puka Nacua, that bad boy Devontae Adams, Kyron Williams, Matthew Stafford. They got the edge, in my opinion. But and the coach, I like Ben Johnson. He's a good coach. But Sean McVay, it's proven he's been there. He's done that. He has years. And check his resume. He's consistent. He's not a front running coach. You know, he's there. He's celebrating his boys. Not like what's my guy name in Philly, Nick Sirianni. He's a front runner, in my opinion. Call it what you want. Be mad at me. I don't care. I don't care. But I do feel like Sean McVay is a better coach. We'll see what turns out with this game. I do put my money on the Rams. But will I be upset or will I be shocked if somehow Caleb fingernail polish Williams win this game, yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna be shocked. They start slow. Rams can't go out there and play around. Sometimes the Rams get up and they get a little lax, a little mental fog sometimes. Like you can't do that this game. You cannot do that this game. Go out there, start fast, put the pressure on them, and see if they have another miraculous comeback, fourth quarter comeback. Handle your business, Rams. Matthew Stafford out there spinning that thing, Kyron running that thing. Puka is out there showing out, catching everything in his vicinity. The Bears is running the ball. If they can play mistake-free football, they'll be in it. Whoever has the less turnovers, I feel like has a better chance, but that's not saying anything breaking. It's playoffs. The margin of error is slim. Rams, go handle your business, man. Get to that NFC Championship. I would love to see the Rams versus Seattle again. Oh, my goodness. Because that last game with Seattle and the Rams, that's an NFC Championship game I would love to see. I'm putting my money on the Rams. Let's go. Let's see what they can do. Don't let that boy out there painting them fingernails have you crying at the end of the game. Don't let them do it to you now. Don't let them do it. Hey, y'all better buckle that chin strap. Go handle your business. I put my money on the Rams and the Stafford. I think they're gonna get it done. Like I mentioned, I think the AFC Championship game will be Patriots Broncos, and if it's Patriots Broncos, Patriots will be going to the Super Bowl. I did mention with that defense the Texans have, they rushing forward and getting pressure on consistent basis. Well, Drake may be able to handle that. The Chargers kind of put them in their back pocket. That game was only 3-16, so let's see. But that's who I would have to put my money on for the AFC Championship. I think it will be Patriots, Broncos. Bo Nick's not playing. I don't really give them a shot to advance. I think Patriots will be in the Super Bowl. As far as the NFC Championship go, I think that will come down to the Rams in Seattle. And it will be in Seattle. And I say Rams get it done this time. And we see Sean McVay back in the Super Bowl without Aaron Donald, with those two receiving threats, that running game and that defense, and that boy back there spinning that thing, that no-look passer of Matthew Stafford himself. Whew. He was built for L.A. That doesn't mean that Jared Goff wasn't. I just think he was a better fit out there in L.A. And it is what it is. That's why I have to put my money on. Thank y'all guys for subscribing and staying tuned, staying locked in the Home Team Hype, this playoff edition. Make sure you follow us on YouTube. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, support your boy. I will be giving you a recap of today's game, as well as AFC Championship matchup, Super Bowl predictions. We will be following the Cowboys in the draft. Let's stay focused on the playoffs because that's where we at right now. And stay tuned because we will be doing these NBA. I'm so excited to talk about the NBA and what's going on with the NBA. All the drama, the teammates getting into it, the players meeting each other in the hallway, ready to scrap. It's so much going on in the NBA with these storylines and these teams that I can't wait to get into it. But this is an NFL playoff edition. I'm out. Peace.